everybody, my name's Hannah and I'm a third year psychology student. I study at Bangor University and I'm graduating in about 3 months time, which is really scary, going into the big wide world, but it'll be fun. Today I'm going to talk to you about something which I've learned at university, which I didn't realise how important it was till I came here, and that's public speaking and confidence in public speaking. When I came to university, I realised how important it was to be able to communicate your ideas effectively, especially to employers and when you're in future interviews, as the one way that you're really going to come across well in an interview is if you're confident and if you're speaking really well and you're putting across your ideas. And that's realised how important it was and realised I needed to improve my skills in these areas. A lot of the time it isn't actually something we are taught how to do. We are often at uni taught how to write academically. Something which is quite new is how to portray ourselves online, but we are never really taught how to teach effectively. A lot of the time you will find that lecturers are actually never really taught how to do this and how to give an effective lecture, which is quite surprising a lot of the time considering how much we rely on lectures in the UK to teach through universities. But this is something which is slightly changing, and especially at my university at Bangor. 13 years ago an initiative was started in order to teach students public speaking skills. Originally it was started in the School of Psychology, which is my school, and it's called POPs. It's a class that is run once weekly and it's student led, and it gives you the chance to present over 3 years. By the end of it you'll have done 8 presentations and you'll have had a lot of practice in how to refine your skills and how to present and communicate effectively. This is now branched out into other schools of the university, so they have it in sports sciences and they're getting it into wider areas as well now, and they're also starting to take it into local high schools too. But as I said, this is student led and I'm actually one of the mentors for POPs. We, the mentors, will run the classes and then we meet once a week with our lecturer who kind of advises us on how to advise our class and how to give them the right tips and information on how to speak effectively. They're given a little feedback form every week and they are told what they need to improve on next time, what they did really well as well, and what their skills clearly are and how they can improve them. Something else which we practice in those sessions which is really good is interviewing skills. So we'll have impromptu questions as well as prepared speeches, and you have to think of a 3-minute response on the spot. Now when I've been to interviews I am able to come back with an answer really quickly as I've refined that skill, and it's something that isn't really trained about in universities, but sometimes people don't really think about the skills that are needed to be able to flip a question in an interview to what you want to say. We are taught those skills in how to kind of flip an answer into what you want it to be. If you want to share a certain piece of information, how would you do that? And how would you do it effectively while keeping on topic? And it's all these kind of skills which is practice. And in turn, I have definitely benefited from, as I feel I've become a confident public speaker. With that came the choice that I decided to start vlogging, which is this. I have my own YouTube channel called Diary of a Hannah, which I'm kind of on and off at the moment as dissertation is kind of high on the priority list and vlogging is coming a little bit lower. But I started vlogging in December 2014 and it really helped me actually practice talking, because I'm talking to a camera and I actually get to watch myself back when I edit, so I know where I'm confident, I know where I'm not, I know things that I need to work on. And if you can walk around the middle of the street talking to a camera, usually you can talk to a room full of 30-40 people quite easily, because if you can do that and have people looking at you go, what is she doing, then it usually comes a lot more natural to most people. I am also part of a university channel called Get Ready for University, which is also run by Bangor. We share information, we share tips on what's going to happen at uni if you're getting ready to come here. Additionally, there's also tips for existing students, and we find it's a really good way. It's quick short videos and it's really effective to actually see a student talking about it and showing you about it rather than having to talk. You can replay it, you can pause it where you want to pause it, you can watch it whenever you want to watch it, and it's actually a really effective way to reiterate information to other people. Through my time at university I've started doing POPs as a student, I started doing POPs as a mentor, I then started vlogging, I then started helping out with the university YouTube channel. All of these 4 things have really helped me with my confidence in public speaking, and I now feel that if I was to go into an interview I would come across so much better than I ever would have before, and I can talk about what I want to talk about and do it confidently and know that I'm doing it in a right and effective way. The job market, especially for undergraduates right now, is really difficult. Trying to find a decent job that you're going to enjoy is really tricky, and we know it is, and it's all over the news And so the people who have got those skills and can speak confidently in public are more likely to be able to put across the information that they want to in an interview, which is obviously what we want to do at the end of the day. Another way I feel these skills have helped me is if I was to go and talk to someone, do a talk in public, do a talk at the uni or at a charity, then I feel I would be taken a lot more seriously because I know how to present myself well, I know how to talk effectively, I know how to cut out those things that I don't need to talk about, avoid all the jargon words, and I know how to give an effective PowerPoint presentation as well. And I feel that I would really benefit from that, and knowing that I have all those skills down, it takes away a lot of the nerves. Still get nervous, of course, but it does take away a lot of the nerves. With me not looking my age, sometimes I feel it's hard for people to take me seriously because I don't look like I'm 21, and I know I don't look like I'm 21. If I can talk more confidently, I feel that people are more likely to listen to what I want to say and what I've got to say. Uni for the last 3 years has been great, and I was so nervous when I came that it was hard for me to talk to people in general, let alone stand up in front of a class of people and talk and give a presentation. At the end of my degree, I have to give a 10-minute presentation about my dissertation, and if I hadn't have had this training, if I hadn't have done vlogging, and if I hadn't have done all the other opportunities I've had, I would definitely not be feeling confident for it, and definitely would be more worried about that than the actual writing of this dissertation. Uni isn't for everyone, but it is what you make of it. The more you are willing to put into it, the definitely more you'll get out of it. And that definitely is the same with public speaking. If you want to be an effective public speaker, which more and more we are having to be, then it does help to get training in early and to just practice simple things like talking in front of the mirror, recording yourself, playing it back and looking at what you've been doing. And if you're thinking about vlogging, I'd say that was definitely a top tip to use. Have a few goes before you publish anything. Just film yourself, understand where the angles are, understand what you're good at, and watch yourself back, and you'll learn if you talk too quietly, if you talk too loudly, too quickly, all those kind of things. You'll pick it up slowly, and it is the same with public speaking. You've got to practice until you get it. It comes with time, and you'll always get better, and you can always improve, which is something that's really good about it. I hope this helped you in some way to think about public speaking and vlogging a little bit more. If you have any questions, please leave them in the comments below and I'll answer them as soon as possible. Please make sure to check out my channel, Diary of a Hannah, and I'll speak to you soon. Bye!